One of the games I was most looking forward to was Batman Arkham Origins. I'm a big fan of the Batman Arkham series in general. So this one is a little different, where it's a prequel to the Batman series, where you get to see Batman forge these relationships for the first time. So the first time he meets Joker and a lot of the other criminals. There's some really cool features that were debuted during the demo, and we catch up with senior producer Ben Mantis at WB Montreal, the developers of the game, and ask him to go into details about what's new about this series and what sets it apart from the other ones.
But I guess our big areas of focus from a feature point of view are open world and making sure that we are further driving that experience of being Batman in that open world with lots of diverse activities so that you have a very rich, densely populated open world. We have our new crimes in progress system. So how that works is you have these dynamic, randomly spawned events that'll pop up around you as you're playing. Perfect example being in our demo, the bank robbery that's taking place. If you do choose to do this, if you do choose to help stop this crime, you get a big XP boost because these crimes in progress are quite a lot more difficult than the generic enemies who are sort of wandering around the streets looking for Batman. So that's one new feature that we really like. Our all-new crime scene system, this really cool marriage of interactive storytelling and core Batman gameplay, all wrapped up in that fantasy of being the world's greatest detective, and how fun it is to sort of be there and scrub through that digital reconstruction of those crime scenes, rewinding, fast-forwarding, seeing exactly where the bullet came from and finding exactly where the sniper was, finding that guy in the open world, bringing him to justice. We think people are going to really like that as well. I mean, we don't want long, drawn-out, like head-scratchingly complicated puzzles. We're looking for that CSI punchiness, like bam, bam, then this happened, then then boom. A big inspiration for us was, the BBC Sherlock Holmes, right? That how Benedict Cumberbatch just sort of would like when he finally solved the crime and just like rattle through it, and that feeling, that really great feeling of as a viewer when you figured it out just a second before the character in the show, right? And then you're like, oh man, I'm smart enough to be Sherlock Holmes. I'm smart enough to be a CSI detective. We're looking to help recreate that feeling as well in our crime scenes in Batman.
Now, speaking of this Batman, one of the big things that I loved about the voice acting, this one's changed a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear you love it. Obviously, we're biased, but we love him too. Our Joker is now voiced by Troy Baker. Troy is obviously huge right now. He's in a lot of big games this year. And our Batman is voiced by Roger Craig Smith. We couldn't be happier with the job the two of them are doing. Not only are they bringing their own personality, their own little quirks, their own little, elements to those voices and those characters, but they're also staying very, very true to the performances as established by Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. So Troy is a younger version of the Mark Hamill Joker, which is exactly what we were looking for. And it was his insistence on being true to the performance that Mark Hamill had done in Asylum in City that really drew us to Troy.
This city has a problem. Some freak who thinks he's a hero. Luckily, there ain't a problem in the world that can't be solved with a little bit of money. Tonight, we all win. One of you walks away with $50 million. And the rest, well, we get rid of the Batman.
Where's Black Mask?
Let me go!
If you insist.
Nice of you to drop in.